Hello, Math 3. Welcome to lesson 3.3. We're actually going to start the notes on the second page on number 5. All right. So they want us to add polynomials together. All right. So this hopefully looks fairly familiar. All we're doing when we're adding polynomials is combining like terms. That's it. All right. So if we look here, they want us to find h of x plus k of x. All right. So you have h of x and k of x. And they want us to add those two. So we've got 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. And then we're adding the polynomial negative x squared minus 3x plus 4. All right. So since we're just simply combining like terms here, we know we have to combine, I'll do colors. We have to combine this guy and this guy. When we do that, so we'll do a darker green, we would get x squared because it'd be 2x squared minus x squared. Then we're going to go ahead and combine our 5x and our negative 3x, which is going to give us 2x. And then we've got a minus 12 and a plus 4, which is going to give us a minus 8. All right. So like I said, when you are adding polynomials, all you're doing is combining like terms. All right. So let's go ahead and try the next one here. So now we've got g of x plus f of x. So our g of x is 2x minus 1. And our f of x, we're going to add x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2x plus 10. So now let's go through and combine like terms. So right off the bat, we don't have anything to combine with the x cubed, so he's just going to stay by himself. And then we look, we've got a 3x squared, which again, he doesn't have any like terms, so we just get a plus 3x squared. Then we look, we can combine this negative 2x and this 2x. That actually gives us 0, so that's going to go away. All right, and then we're going to combine our negative 1 and our positive 10, which is going to give us a 9, and that would be our answer there. Next, we've got f of x plus k of x. So let's go ahead and look. Our f of x is x cubed plus 3x squared minus 2x plus 10. And we have to add k of x, so that's going to be plus, we've got a minus x squared minus 3x plus 4. All right, so let's go ahead and combine like terms here. So we've got an x cubed, which he doesn't have any buddies, so we've got to keep an x cubed out in front here. Then we're going to combine our 3x squared and our minus x squared, which is going to give us a plus 2x squared. And then we've got a minus 2x and a minus 3x, which is going to give us a negative 5x. And lastly, we've got our plus 10 and plus 4, which is going to give us a plus 14. All right. So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to skip ahead. Scroll to number 10. All right, we're going to do A, B, C, and D. So it says, use the given polynomials to find the specified differences in A to D. Now we got h of x minus k of x. So we have h of x. Now this is very important. Okay, now pay super close attention to this because before we were adding polynomials, which was just like combining like terms. But when you're subtracting polynomials, it gets much more challenging. And the reason for that is you have to distribute your sign. So if we look here, we have h of x minus k of x. So watch what I'm going to do here. We have h of x, which is 4x squared minus x minus 15. Now I'm going to do minus, and notice how I'm using parentheses, minus negative x squared plus 7x plus 4. Okay, so now at this point, what we have to do is we have to go through and distribute this negative sign to each term of that second function. That is so important, and I guarantee you a lot of you are going to struggle with this. So you have to pay super close attention when you are subtracting polynomials. You have to distribute this negative sign to every term of that second function. So that first function is going to stay the same. We get 4x squared minus x minus 15. And then we end up with plus x squared minus 7x minus 4. Notice how the signs of all of those terms change. That's super important. All right, so now we're going to combine like terms. Now it's just like the problems above. Now all we're doing is combining like terms. After you distribute that negative, you just combine like terms. So we get 5x squared. We have our negative x and a negative 7x, which is going to give us a negative 8x. And then we get, oh, I already did green. Negative 15 and negative 4, which is going to give us a negative 19. All right, let's try another one. We've got 5x minus h, or 5x, f of x minus h of x. All right, so we have x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x, minus 8. And then we've got minus, and notice, keeping my parentheses, right? We're going to do 4x squared minus x minus 15. So now we're going to go ahead and do our distributing of the negative to each term of that second function. All right. So my first function stays the same. I'm going to get a negative 4x squared, a positive x, and a positive 15. Notice how all of their signs changed. All of them. Not just the first term, all of them. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and combine like terms. So we get x cubed. And then we get 2x squared and negative 4x squared, which is going to give us a negative 2x squared. And then we've got a negative 7x and an x, which is going to give us a negative 6x. And then we've got a negative 8 and 15, which is going to give us a 7. Sorry, that took me a second. A positive 7. All right. So now let's go ahead and try f of x minus g of x. All right. So we're going to go ahead and write this out. So we get f of x, which is x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x minus 8. All right. And then we get our minus g of x. So we're going to do minus negative 4x minus 7. All right. Now I want you to try this. You're going to go ahead and distribute this negative and then combine like terms. All right. So when I do this, I get x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x minus 8. Then I'm going to get a plus 4x and a plus 7. So I get x, or here, I'll do my different colors. We're going to get x cubed, and then we get our, our 2x squared has no one to go with. My bad. So then we get a plus 2x squared. And then we'll go ahead and do negative 7x and a 4x, which is going to give us a negative 3x. And our last one, which is a negative 8 and a positive 7, which is a negative 1. All right. So you should have gotten x cubed plus 2x squared minus 3x minus 1. All right, last one. You got k of x minus f of x. So we're going to start with our k of x, which is negative x squared plus 7x plus 4. And then we're going to do our minus f of x, which is going to be x cubed plus 2x squared minus 7x minus 8. All right. So again, go ahead and try this one. Distribute this negative and then combine like terms. So when I do this, I get negative x squared plus 7x plus 4 minus x cubed minus 2x squared plus 7x plus 8. Now I'm going to combine like terms here. So I've got my negative x cubed out in front. This is very important that negative needs to stay with the x cubed. All right. And then we get a negative x squared and a negative 2x squared, which is going to give us a negative 3x squared. Then we've got a 7x and a 7x, which is going to give us a 14x. And then we've got, oh, we already did red. And we already did blue. We'll do green. Then we got a 4x, or I'm sorry, then we got a 4 and an 8, which is going to give us a 12. And that would be your answer there. All right. So really all we're doing here is adding and subtracting polynomials. When you add, all you're doing is combining like terms. When you subtract, you have to distribute the negative to each of the terms in the second function, and then you combine like terms. So there's just an added step there. All right. So tomorrow you'll be doing multiplying. Here, this is what all the set is what we just did in the video. All right. And then here, these are the graphs that we worked on last time, right? We talked about the transformations. So the last bit there are the graphs. And then the go. Remember, when you are multiplying exponents, you add their powers. So you're going to add the powers, and you're going to have your final answer will be x to the power of something.